Alright, it's about a 35-minute drive. I was trying to switch over to video here, but some reason I got a hold of a brightness and darkness meter and was really fumbling with that as I hate to admit it, but as I was driving, at least I didn't get in an accident. I don't even want to bother looking at this thing. Just let it record. I don't think I'll be able to record the whole way. It's 35 minutes to Pacific City from Tillamook. That's one incredible distance. I was sleeping here at this hospital parking lot for a few nights. Past couple of nights I was sleeping in the library parking lot. Didn't get bothered by anybody. It was pretty nice. And it even smelt pleasant too. Like, it didn't have any scent at all, which makes it pleasant. I want to take a scenic route. It's actually, when I say 35 minutes, that's assuming that I took the quickest way. But I'm trying to do the Netarts route instead to Pacific City, which is more of a scenic route. So it'll be along the coast, which will be interesting. I would normally take like Highway 101 if I wanted to go the fastest route. So we'll see. This is, I guess you could call this kind of a back road. And it's not a straight shot at all. It's a lot of curviness because there's a lot of mountains and hills and stuff. Slippy, slappy. So that's it. Just gonna try to see some different spots. Tomorrow's Martin Luther King Day, so everything is going to be closed still at the libraries. Today and tomorrow there'll be no library, so I'll need to figure out how to best spend my time, trying not to look suspicious too much, because this city, Pacific City, there's going to be a lot of paranoid retired people there, I'm guessing. A little town village of 1,000 people, retired and not really have much to do. Short library hours, not much going on, and on the coast too. It's going to be a terrible mix. It's not really so much a vacation place, or maybe it is, I'm not sure. What the heck? Is that a chicken? But yeah, it's not going to be a lot of people around, so the people that do see me will be suspicious. It'll be the cop that probably welcomes me right at the border too, or something. I could see that happening. Man, the cop was terrible in Manzanita, and this is probably going to be like another Manzanita, I'm guessing. Oh, what a terrible curve. All right, so gotta watch the speed. I've been sick. It's been a challenge. I didn't know that it was a sickness like a cold. I had a really deep cold that was like trying to kill me, because it affected my heart first, and my heart was going crazy. I know that Randy Travis, the famous singer, died of a heart infection or something. And you wonder, how can that happen? But it's been consistent. It's been happening to me. It's probably happened 2 or 3 times where my heart just goes crazy, and it's struggling because it's got an infection, and then eventually that infection turns into like a cold. So the older I get, the more of a struggle that'll be. I'm not looking forward to it. Just want to stay as healthy as I can. See, Randy Travis died in his 50s, and he was said to be quite a heavy drinker. But I'm a heavy overeater, so that's kind of similar, because both tax your liver. Both are a challenge on the liver. So it may not be so much focus on the alcohol as much as it is a focus on just the liver, because ultimately that's the organ that's taken the punishment, and you can punish your liver in more ways than one, and one of them is certainly overeating and eating too much sugar. Sugar and alcohol are pretty similar anyway. They both affect the liver very similarly, contributing to fatty liver disorder. And I did that throughout my childhood. I've definitely weakened my liver. My skin is weakened as a result, I believe. I would just spend days and nights just eating candy, and that's it. Yeah. Oh. Going up a hill, it's a struggle on the car, and there's an impatient truck behind me. It's quite a hill. They did a lot of logging on it, so you can see. I'm not exactly interested in going very fast, so that 39 minutes, 35 minutes definitely be longer for me. I could be an hour on the road, which is great. Okay, so I do not, or do I? Cape Lookout State Park, Netarts and Oceanside to the left. Well, then I would have wanted to take that turn. Absolutely, that was my turn. Okay, alright. I am sure of that. I want to turn around here at some point, because I made a mistake. I want a road that I can turn on. I've made this mistake before. I didn't think, gosh, I just didn't think. I was like, what was I doing? Okay, yeah, Netarts up here, but there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go up here. So I'm gonna need to turn around. I'm sure that's where I want to go. So we're going to turn around here because I made a mistake. Now I've got to go back up the hill. That curve I want to hit. I was looking for like Netarts Bay Drive, and I just didn't see it. I got the map somewhere. And I'll just need to pull it out. I think this is this a receipt? Okay. Netarts Bay Drive. It wasn't very obvious. But I need to go back and take a look at that. God damn it, that pisses me off. Why are they calling it Cape Lookout and all that? yeah, I study the map, and I'm like, I try to get familiar with it, and I just never do get familiar enough with it. So it's a lot of twisty turns, and also up and down. A lot of hills and turns. Alright, so this is probably Netarts Bay Drive. That I should have just jumped. Nope, I don't know what the hell this is. It's probably a flippin' dead end that goes nowhere. Wasn't this road closed or something? A lot of logging off to the left. So yeah, this drive is gonna take longer because I didn't turn on my GPS. I'd like to avoid turning on my GPS. I'm not exactly trying to get too familiar with this drive. Alright, just coasting down a hill. It's not clear whether it's a dead end or not. But it's certainly heading towards like the coastal area. I could see the coast. I could see the ocean. Yeah, lots of old Netarts Highway. Yeah, this is the road I wasn't too sure if I needed to take or not. Yeah, the coast is right up there. So I'm unsure of. It seems like this could hit the Netarts coast. Yeah, like there's a road that connects right up there. I'm not trying to get directly on it. So Pacific City, there's a sign, but that Pacific City is a long ways off. Little park stop. You can read about clamming rules. Okay, so now we're on the coast road. Okay, get down a little. Alright, it's a bathroom I see. It's a tow-away zone. This is quite a scenic drive. Because that's the ocean, but there's not a lot of wave activity. So they got they got one of those inlets or something that's protecting. I think the tide is kind of high. The road's a little beat up. Wow, gotta take it easy on this road. Big pothole, sizable potholes. Okay, bicycles on roadway next 9 miles. So it's I'm driving a little slower and there's nobody on my butt yet. Oh, wait, I might see somebody. Wow, I think it's high tide, but the water looks pretty high. It could flood over, I'm sure it did in the past. There's a stick on the road, nobody's run over. This portion is good. Oh man, my nose is so stuffy. I'm about to sneeze. I've gone through so much tissue. I ate a fairly good sized onion. My last meal, pretty much, I think, at Tillamook, I put an onion in it to try to open up the sinuses, but it increased the pressure in my head for a little bit. Not a headache, but just an uncomfortable pressure. And it kind of cleared out my sinuses. I'm thinking I'd like to try the horseradish that I still have, but I need to eat that horseradish with something special. Something like a meat. Yeah, I should have that horse. I see, the thing is I kind of think that I got myself sick too by eating that horseradish as well, because that was one of the last things. That and the Cheerios was one of the last things I consumed before my heart started going crazy, before I experienced that deep infection. The horseradish was part of the problem. Like, I introduced some nasty virus via the horseradish. I was blaming the Cheerios. It's just, I threw them out. It's hard to believe that the Cheerios would cause problems. It's like, infections are so confusing. You think that you got poisoned by a toxin, and it may be, but you end up getting sick, and then you like this, and you start questioning, was it really a toxin? Did the toxin weaken your defenses enough to open up an infection, an avenue for an infection, or was it an infection all along? That's the thing I don't understand. I ate that horseradish, I ate those Cheerios, one of the last things, and that was like 5-6 days ago. That just made my heart start going crazy. And I started thinking, well, maybe it was the smell from all that cow manure. Didn't seem like it was helping. And then my heart finally clears up, and now I have this cold, a straight up cold. It's so confusing. But I mean, when I had that horseradish, it was like, it really burnt my nose, my nostrils. Whoa, that guy's got sea wire on his fence. Whoa, no trespassing sign. That guy is serious about security. That's crazy. Must be one of them preppers. Yeah, Cape Lookout State Park. I'm not interested in stopping off at any parks unless I have to pee. And as long of a drive as this is, I might have to pee. Oh yeah, I filled up my gas tank for $25. Normally it would be $30, so I'm saving $5. So that's the saving cost that I'm realizing. The last time oh my goodness, you gotta be careful on this road. Last time I filled it up, it's probably less than a month ago. So that was a turnoff for the state park. Maybe 3.5 weeks ago, I filled my car tank up. I was so paranoid while in Tillamook that I was driving my car every night just to find a parking spot. I wanted to keep changing it up. I didn't want to be caught parking in the same place all the time. I slowed down here considerably. Is this in the way too? And this, toss that off to the side. And I probably burnt more gas than I should have. But the thing is, I didn't park very far from the library. I'd park in like 3 places that were within like 7-8 blocks of the library. One was at a gym. Another was a hospital. Another was near a brewery. Just to try to change up. Wow, that's a reservoir of just water trickling down. That's good to drink. So there's water just dribbling down. It's like a mountain water, mountains fresh spring. That's what they bottle up and sell in stores. Oh my God, congestion, and we're practically going up a mountain at this point. This is pretty steep. Anderson's viewpoint. Yeah, just a view of the. Oh, that is pretty neat. The ocean waves are looking big and majestic, crashing against the earth. I'm feeling my ears. My ears got a little pressure. There's a little. I gotta adjust my ears. So we're going up that steep and that high, and it's still climbing. Oh, it's quite a mountain right on this coast. Right along this coast. So yeah, this is pretty decent. It's all wooded. It's all a state park, I believe. I'm going 30 miles an hour. Nobody's behind me. Haven't passed anybody. No parking. This is probably more of a tourist type of drive. People just don't want to take this road so much to get places. I probably prefer the highway. So I'm still going up. So I'm gonna have quite a drop down. I'm gonna have to ride the brakes. Oh man, there's signs of rocks falling on close to the road. Very steep along the side of this road. Yeah, you can see that. Still climbing. Wow. It looks neat. It's evergreen forest and stuff. It's kind of dark because of the rains. It's supposed to be 90% rains, but it seems less. Yeah. 22 minutes in. Still got quite a ways to go, I'm sure. Not even sure if I'm halfway. And if it doesn't work out in Pacific City, if the cops harass me, I can make a run for Lincoln City, which is a city of 7,000. One thing that concerns me is my food stamp situation. I'll need to leave before the 1st of February. So I can't, there's no planning on staying long term at Pacific City. I'm going to run out of food money. I'm going to run out of food stamps money. I'm going to run out of just places to hide, I'm sure. My knife just fell down. A small town's going to have $5 a gallon milk. I got a pretty good stash, and I ate a pretty good last meal at the food pantry. That was nice. They had steak and potatoes by some Asian ladies. I feel so guilty about taking that free food, but I'm hurting for money so badly. I have to take it. I have to beg for food. Those rocks fell down almost onto the road. Very steep face, but now it looks like we're heading down. What is that? Another rock on the side of the road? A lot of mossy mountains. Yeah. Oh man, those trees look like they could fall down on the road at any time. So if any have, I'm going downhill. I gotta be prepared for that. I'm not just gonna run into some tree. So those trees haven't been like attended to. They haven't been taken out or anything. This road isn't used that much, I guess, where they need to really just clear out the trees. If it was heavier traffic, they probably would have considered it. Looks like there used to be a building here. The structure of some kind of a building, some kind of wall or foundation. Oh man. Nobody behind me, so I'm not in a rush to get down the hill. Oh my God, that's a nice waterfall. Man, I'd really like to drink from that water. I'm kind of thirsty. I really could go for my own water. Oh, if you don't pay attention, the speed now can really catch up with you. See, somebody may have hit that guardrail. You gotta ride your brakes, not get distracted. It's not a straightaway. What is that, a chair? I don't think anybody's gonna be bumping me from behind anyway. Yeah, there's a... Alright, when they say a dip, when the road's this bad already, it's got to be something significant. Yeah, that's a dip. Alright. Handled that. So I don't need to use gas right now. Yeah, I'm just picking up speed. They're advising 40 on this turn. There's probably hellions who love to just speed through this, but I never really was somebody who liked to speed. I've always been as conservative as possible. Try to make things last as long as possible. Like my money, which I tried to make it last as long as possible and just got poorer in the process. Alright, so now it looks like it wants to go uphill. Yeah, this is a heck of a lot drive. I don't even know if I'll be able to get this video up on to the internets, because it's like this next library could be slow internet. I might just be sitting on this video footage and not being able to do anything with it. Maybe just cut out a large chunk in between. One thing I do look forward to coming up on Pacific City is getting to that library, getting on the internet, and being able to play a game of Hearthstone. Oh, here's that sand area. This looks really yellow on the map, and it's just a long stretch of yellow, and it makes no sense to me. It's just a huge, vast swath of sand. This is only the halfway points to Pacific City, and they got signs saying no dune buggies and all that. Oh, there's sand all over the road. Yeah, what's the deal with that? Why is there so much sand right there and then it stops being sand? Oh, it's called Sand Beach. I believe it's a really sandy beach. And I believe coming up upon Pacific City, you won't see any old growth trees, because there was a pioneer in the early 1800s who wanted to burn off some old brush and started a huge forest fire. He drove the Indians out of their areas, their hunting and gathering grounds, and where's my map? I lost my map. Well, Pacific City to the right. Highway 101. Okay, alright. And now I have two maps that show where I need to go here. Alright, I'm more likely to have somebody approaching me from behind, but it's better looking road. Oh my god, that's a huge mountain. Am I gonna go up that? That's crazy. I have a map. Oh, I don't... I had a map. I'm not sure where it is anymore. Alright, I lost my piece of paper map. Oh, there it is. Okay, I really need to keep better hold of that. Alright, Sand Lake Road. And then it turns into two other roads. I didn't write those names down. Alright. So, now we got Now we got a boring stretch of lane. Yeah, apparently the old growth forest got burnt down in a major fire by a pioneer, some jerk. So we drove out the Indians by disease and accidental fires. It's hard to say that there was much in the way of nefarious action going on. Some kind of cafe there. Yeah, and quite a wide valley here. Farmland. Chickens off to the left. Or no, those are seagulls. My mistake. On roadway. Next 10 miles. Yeah. So I probably have 10 miles even on Pacific. Before I get to Pacific. So that's I think I have a good hour on this iPod. I hope I don't break it by I'm charging it while I'm recording. But yeah, I probably only have an hour. It's 8 gigabytes. And high definition is going to take some juice. It's going to take some memory. I didn't want to, $200 for 8 gigabytes. I could have gotten a bigger storage, but I didn't want to pay that kind of money. Oh. So I'm probably not going to be too active when I get if I make it to Pacific City, because I got a cold. It's rainy. My number one thing to do is just find bathrooms. Where can I find a bathroom? Certainly not going to be at the library. Oh, geez. Roads are a little crooked. They don't have a big road repair fund. It's not like Wisconsin, but the roads tend to last a little bit longer here. It's a broken down car. Didn't even see that pothole. Just hit it head on. Looks like there's a boat out there, maybe fishermen. That's probably salty water off to the right. Nobody's behind me, so I can take my time at 45. Whalen Island, so that people can hang out on an island. So you got all these spread out homes, these people who live out in the middle of nowhere. Most likely got some money. They know that they need to stock up, or they order through UPS. Okay, taking a right would take you to Whalen Island, and it's just a road that gets you there. So I guess it used to be an island, and then humans built up a path to get there. There's a road that takes you there. Just like Whidbey Island used to be an island until they bridged. Well, it still is, but there's just bridges that connect it. Some kind of tree fell there. Getting tired of all this sitting, or at least sitting and driving. I like sitting and relaxing, but sitting and driving is kind of annoying. 34 minutes in, gosh. you know, I look forward to like 15-20 minute drive to the next library, but this, from here on out, every library is going to be like 30 minutes to an hour apart from each other. I'm going considerably. This is 35 minutes. This is going to make up the difference between 1 and 2 degrees of temperature too. I could expect it to be just slightly warmer in temperature. I believe it was at least Lincoln City that said that the lowest temperature usually is 36 degrees. And I understand that there's southern Oregon, there's like some kind of banana belt. They grow bananas in Oregon? That's crazy. I'm just hugging the coast. I don't want to hug the coast trying to head back north if I'm able to go all the way south as far as I want. Maybe a little into Northern California. If I'm able to do that and I'm able to come back north, I'm gonna not hug the coast. I wanna go over the landmass more. I want to hug the coast going south. And I'm not thrilled about hugging the coast as much as possible, but that's just how the cities are designed here. There's a lot of distance between coastal cities and inland cities, except for like Tillamook. Tillamook was well designed. They're a good distance from the ocean, but not too far where it's like, it seems like it's out of reach. It's very much within reach. Wow, I don't know if that ocean, yeah, it looks like the ocean can be seen on the video. It's pretty big waves. There's a haystack rock. There's lots for sale. I guess the lumber industry gave up on them. 59,000, 60,000. Oh, Pacific City straight on 3 miles. And I stopped because of this gated road. Okay, there's a park off to the left with picnic tables. I could go for some picnic table fitness. It's unfortunate there's not enough. There's a lot of picnic tables. There's not enough picnic tables that have a good roof over them. Like in Tillamook, it sucks because the picnic tables are all exposed to the elements, which make it very difficult to just perform my exercises whenever I want to. Picnic tables really need a roof. It'd be really nice to have. Just a simple shelter would be nice. This cold is something else. I was losing a lot of snot yesterday, and now today it's slowed down. It might be due to dehydration. I'm not sure. Oopsie. 40 miles an hour. Okay, my map. So I'm getting up there now. Yeah, the road has probably changed a couple of times. Oh my God, you can see the ocean here. Yeah, the cops are going to be flipping and paranoid like bees, like a bear slapping a beehive. When it comes to nice coastal property, it's like the cops have to be like bees. the citizens are going to be paranoid as hell. Okay, Pacific Avenue, and then River Avenue. Okay. Oh, there's a sign for the library. Okay. Yeah, there's the camping areas. See, they're gonna be just total jerks about me just camping out. And the road is called Camp Road. Dorby Point. Okay, no. I'm taking a left on Pacific Avenue. Yeah, I want to camp on Camp Road, and there's going to be some paranoid jerks. Looks like a lot of vacation rentals. A lot of vacation rentals around here. It's like I've burnt a quarter tank of gas. Don't really like that too much. Am I just driving through? What? Well, we passed a lot of homes, but it didn't look like any commercial properties. And you'd think they'd have commercial properties throughout here. Kiawanda. I had to pass Kiawanda to get to the library, so I'm probably still. Yeah, there's the river, and it looks like high tide. What's that car doing? Just sitting there, looking like they're about to pull out. All right, no, okay, this is Pacific. What? That's Pacific. So oh, geez. All right, that guy's probably saying noob. Alright, some lady running. Alright, now I want to take a left on, well, I could do River Road, but Bruton looks pretty easy to hit. See, on the map, I was thinking River Road, but now that I'm able to see it on the ground, holy crap, that road is entirely flooded out. This is the city that gets flooded. A lot of weird park jobs that make it look like people are about to pull out. $2.35 for gas here. That's pretty good. Alright, so now I'm on Bruton, and the last turn is Camp Road to the library. Okay, I'm thinking back there would be where I pee. Okay, Camp Road, looking for the library. It was a fairly good drive. Yep, there's Camp Road. There's the library. Alright, we're done.